Hey everyone, my name is Brent, and this is your 2023 SLO City Church Budget Update. First, I want to say thank you. It has been our hope and our desire to be a collection of people that lives the way of Jesus, that trusts Jesus, and that brings hope to everyone everywhere. It's been our hope and our desire to be a generous people, to live open-handedly, to do the works of compassion and justice and mercy, and make a real difference in our community. And collectively, we have done that. If you've journeyed with SLO City in the past at all, you know that SLO City Church is a startup church, a church plant that at one point was highly dependent on outside support, meaning outside churches, outside partners, outside donors from around the country were giving sacrificially, giving financially to see a new church started in San Luis Obispo. And over the past 3.5 years, it's been our desire, our hope, that our little church in San Luis Obispo would grow to sustainability, that you and I would carry the financial load, the ministerial load of SLO City Church. So as we look ahead toward the 2023 budget, I think it's important to note our generosity from the 2022 budget. Last year's budget was at around $790,000. And incredibly, our church gave in such a way that met almost 80% of the budgeted need from last year, almost and over $11,000 each week. This year, as we look toward the 2023 budget, I want to lay out a challenge and an invitation. First, I want to invite you just to look at the budgeted need. On the PDF on your screen, you'll see that our budgeted need for 2023, as approved by our leadership and oversight team, is just over $1 million. Let me break that down a little bit for you. 47% of our budgeted need in the new year is going to be committed to staffing, contractors, and development. What does that look like? That looks like 5 full-time staff, 3 part-time staff, 2 interns, contractors for AVL, digital media, and more, and staff development opportunities. One of our visions for 2023 is health as a church and for staff health. So we want to invest in our pastoral staff to do ministry well. As you look at the 2023 budget, you'll see that 14% of our budget is going to be committed to administration and facilities. It's not a secret to anyone that we have been praying towards moving into 1150 Laurel Lane, and that's coming sooner than we know. That comes with it an increased cost. That comes with it a signed contract and lease, insurance, liabilities, utilities, and opportunities for growth. You'll see a construction and furnishings line. Within that, we want to purchase new equipment for kids ministry. We want to purchase AVL equipment for an outside overflow space. We want to make our spaces comfortable environments for people to connect with one another and to connect with Jesus. In the budget, you'll see that our ministry needs are at about 25%. Ministry needs encompass everything from birth all the way through our next phase communities. Men's, women's, college age, young adult, middle school, high school, elementary school, early childhood, our premarital classes, our marriage ministry, and beyond. We believe in investing in the life of the church as we all commit to growing in the way of Jesus. And last, you'll see that our missions and our outreach budget comes in at around $130,000 for the new year. One of the things that I'm most proud of in our church is the way that we have lived open-handedly and generously. How we've invested in local partners like Family Care Network, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Habitat for Humanity, CASA, how we have invested in church planting. In 2023, we're coming around the church plant in Ojai with Kyle Costello. We're investing in Mission of Hope Haiti and Hope Church Kabik with Pastor Iju. We're investing financially and prayerfully and relationally with Dan and Dina Kroll and Epic International in Afghanistan and more. One for One, SLO flood relief. All of these things are made possible in our missions and our outreach budget. And it is because of you. It's because of us. It's because of we. It's because of our collective generosity. So I want to invite you just to take a look at this, to dream with me a little bit about what God is doing inside the walls of our church and what God could continue to do in us and through us outside the walls of our church. How God could pull us together and use our collective gifts and abilities and sacrifices and prayers and finances to do something incredible. And maybe you've been kicking the tires at church in SLO City for a while. I want to invite you and challenge you. Step in with us. We want SLO City to be rooted and established in this city, to live and flourish beyond me, beyond us, into the next generation. And it takes all of us to sustain what God is doing in SLO City Church and through SLO City Church. So a little bit of a challenge. Last year we put before you that we wanted to hit 60% of the budget, meaning we needed $11,000 weekly. This year, as we step into a new budget year in 2023, I'm putting before you a challenge to meet 85% plus of next year's budget, which means that we need roughly $17,000 weekly from our church, from inside the walls of our church. We're still relying on about $150,000 of external support, but I believe that you and I, when we pull together, when we pray about what we have, about who we are, about what we care about, and about what we want to present, God will do immeasurably more than we could ever ask or imagine. So would you pray? Would you give? Would you invest? And would you see that there is hope for everyone, and that collectively, as we live the way of Jesus, give the way of Jesus, love the way of Jesus, that He can do more than we could ever ask or imagine. Thanks so much. And if you have any questions, my email address is on the screen, brent@slocity.church. I would love to follow up with you about any details. Thanks so much. This has been your SLO City Church 2023 Budget Update.